me and you agree, but sometimes I feel like maybe you stream a little bit too long and you starting to get a little bit ahead of yourself because you keep reading the chat. Because I told you about your team hasn't really improved, and I wasn't sure about Gyökeres, but yet you were telling me, and I'm not judging Gyökeres today. I'm judging your team. Your team doesn't look like you're saying. There's been no evolution in over the summer. There hasn't, none of the players apart from Gyökeres and Zubimendi. What does Zubimendi do? Yes, I know Zubimendi is going to need time to settle down. We know Gyökeres needs time to settle down. And apart from, it just looks a bit meaty, bro. And I'm concerned for you, man. Like, genuinely, I feel like Chelsea now are going to pull away from you, man. Liverpool's definitely pulling away from you, man. You can't.
Yeah, you're judging based on preseason. Yes. Clap for Deji Sports. Yes. Chelsea's going to pull away. No, they're going to pull away without you're just judging from our preseason display. Great. Oh, top podcaster. I mean, Deji Sports, you deserve the plaudits for that. No. See, people in the chat, please just clap for Deji Sports. I mean, clap for him. I mean, what a podcaster, extraordinary. I mean, now man is now judging based on preseason form. What is this?
Did you not say that you was happy with Mosquito and Max Dowman? Did you not say that? So therefore, you're able to learn something from some of your players. I'm saying to you that your established players, the older players, the players that you rely on, where were they? Because it was the young G's, the young ones who were carrying you forward. That's what I'm saying, bro. Mosquito and Max Dowman look the most promising from your team. Yet my team, Odebear stood out, Spence stood out, Kudu stood out, Papsar stood out. Loads of players stood out, bro. And we're just getting started. That's the thing. So I'm saying to you, you're saying that you're not like, I feel like even Chelsea, you can see that they're looking good. Man City, you can see that with the signings they made, they're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking you, Tony. I've not seen any sign from you guys yet that you're gonna be good this year. And remember, the season starts in 2 weeks, not 2 months. 2 weeks, bro.
Deji Sports, all I'm saying is that I feel hurt today about what happened today against Tottenham Hotspur. No one wants to see their team being beaten and being disgraced like that, in that fashion, yeah. Us not getting a goal against our biggest rivals. I mean, even in preseason, it's like a fight, it's like a war. I get that. But Deji Sports, no one is going to give points to Tottenham Hotspur for just winning a preseason game. I still do think that won't be our first 11 at the start of the Premiership when it starts in the next 2 weeks. I don't think Kai Havertz would start, because that would show me how stupid. I already know we have a foolish manager, but I don't think it would be that stupid to start with Kai Havertz when we have a little 65 million pounder sitting on the bench. I don't think so. I don't think so. So probably, let me just hope. Let me just hope that this Kai Havertz thing is, oh, okay, go and take the whole pressure, go get all the old kicks and get all the whole, get all the whole tackles from Tottenham Hotspur, because we know they will bring that energy, to this stage. And then let our main men start it at the start of the season. That's the only thing I can conceive out of this. And Deji, we didn't start with our first 11. Please don't lie about that. We didn't start with our first 11. By the way, I don't want to see my team being beaten like that.
Tony,
and that's a fact.
Tony, can you just...
we're not starting with Nordgaard in our midfield. Deji, you know this. We are not starting with Nordgaard in our midfield. You know this.
Lineup, bro. Please. Can you talk?
That's what I'm telling you. We don't know of that as of now. But you do know we're not starting with Nordgaard at the start of the season. You know this.
You know this. 11.
Name the starting 11.
Deji, do you think I'm going to start with Kivio next season?
Tony, hold on. Tony, name the starting 11 you believe we're going to go with next season.
Oh, can they also call out the starting 11 that started today? Because there's some people in the chat who don't know. So who started today and what will be the starting 11 that will start in 2 weeks? Go on.
Deji Spurs, Kivio started today. Do you think that Kivio is going to start when we have Gabriel fit and ready to start in the next 2 weeks? I don't think so. Zubimendi didn't start today. Do you think we will put Nordgaard when we have Zubimendi fit and ready? I don't think so. Kai Havertz stinker today. Do you think that instead, this is up for criticism. Do you think Mikel Arteta will be that stupid after seeing what happened today? Yeah. Do you think it will be? I know it's foolish, but will it be that stupid to actually start Kai Havertz in place of Victor Gyökeres, the most little striker for the past 2 seasons in Europe? I don't think so. Deji, I don't think so. And if Eze comes into this football club, it might just change that left-hand side. We saw Martinelli start today. I've been banging on that point that Martinelli has been dishing out stinkers since 3 seasons ago. And we should bundle that guy out of this football club. But I mean, for some reason, he keeps getting into Northside's first 11. I've always said it. We should do away with him. We should do away with him. But you know what? Yeah, if Eze comes in, he can tuck himself into that left-hand side. I don't think we're going to start with Martinelli next season. I don't think so. So lots of changes all across the board. And again, people, if you guys are still slipping on Kepa, I mean, do that on your own peril. I think Kepa might come in and take that place of David Raya next season. We've seen it before with Ramsdale. He might just take that place if David Raya keeps fluffing his lines like this.
Can I just say, Tony, yeah? Deji been skeptical about our club here. Let's just be honest. He's got 5 years of seeing this manager just as we have, yeah? And when does he ever get it right? When does he change it up? When does he fix it? He's been like this for a while. Bro, at the end of the day, yeah, if you want to implement a new style, the manager's got pre-season to do that. You can't just start the season and implement a new style and think all the players are going to understand what you want them to do and understand the tactics and where they got to be positionally and where they got to be in different phases of the game, in the attacking sense and in defensive. So, bro, I feel like you can't really get onto Deji for what he's saying because he's questioning this manager as much as you're questioning this manager, as much as I'm questioning this manager. Where are the differences? We're just sitting here saying, yo, Thomas Frank, look at what he's doing. We can already see instant improvements. This manager's here now on phase 6. Where are the improvements that we've seen in pre-season to last season? Thomas Frank has just got there and we're seeing improvements. It's not too much for us to ask, is this manager going to change? Because a lot of the time he resorts to the same old shit. What did he do against PSG? What is his plan B against Newcastle? What was his plan against Man United? What was his plan against West Ham 2 years ago in the Cup? Liverpool in the Cup. What was his plan in Champions League against Bayern Munich? What was his plan in Europa League? This manager's had plenty of opportunities to show us that he's a forward-thinking manager and he can actually make in-game changes. And most of the time, he sets up a team, he goes with that, and he makes like-for-like substitutions. He doesn't change up the system and the formation, and he has favourites. So for Deji, yes, he's a Spurs fan. Yeah, you're going to take the piss. But really and truly, let's not act like anything Deji's saying isn't things that us as Arsenal fans, we're thinking the same as well. Where is the difference? We are seeing clear players that should be starting based on form, based on how they're performing. And I'm not going to have anyone tell me that based on form, you can't play a certain player because he's young, because everyone's telling me that Skelly has to start. And he's one of the younger players. One of the most inexperienced players. If you're good enough, then you're good enough. I would much rather Lewis Skelly in the midfield. But guess what? Your manager's fucked up in getting multiple left-backs that can't defend. Bro, at the end of the day, yeah, we are not seeing anything different to believe in. We are adding a striker and we're still playing defensive football. Why are we not giving service to this guy? Why are we not going back at least plan B. Go back to the way we played football 2-3 years ago when we actually played good attacking football. Now that we've got a clinical goal scorer, you've got more incentive now to score goals because you've actually got somebody that specializes in scoring goals, and we're giving him limited service. What is the excuse in that now? You can't say it's the players.
Not side. We cannot carefully analyze what happened to Gyökeres. He came on late today, and thanks to the manager, he cost that. So I mean, we can bark from now until tomorrow, but the evidence is clear that we don't have enough statistical data to go by when we're talking about Gyökeres.
I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but every top striker needs service, and we are limiting him of good service and players that can actually find him and players that can actually get him involved in the game. That is what I'm saying.
I hear you. We'll start judging that from the game against Villarreal when we play with them in the preseason. Let's see what's up with that one. Let's see what's up with that one. I mean, Deji Sports can take the win. I get you. I mean, that's saying, we don't defer that much. Yeah, I think that our biggest problem is the manager. This is the truth.
Yeah.
Our biggest problem is the manager. But the thing there is that the Sports can't take this win as something so serious, because I don't think we've gotten our first 11 out there.
No, bro, we didn't have our first 11 either, bro. And the other thing I would say to you, bro, is that North London is still North London. The way the tackles were flying in, the pace at the way the game was being played, that felt like a normal North London derby. You can't say the battle between Saka and Jed Spence was below par. No, that was a proper game of football where even me, there were moments where I had my heart in my mouth, because the one thing you didn't want from today's game was either side picking up injuries. Look, the truth of the matter is, Tony, you've said it, and you've said it well. Your team was poor today. You were pathetic. And what I'm saying to you is that I don't believe Arsenal fans, the top gooners will say, this was a pre-season. But the top gooners should be very, very careful, because you're the same people that was relying on, this is the tactic when you were scoring goals from corner kicks. This is how we play. Because I did say, when that well dries up, how would you score? And when that well dried up, you had no plan B. And the truth of the matter is, Arsenal doesn't have a plan B after 6 years under Arteta. What we do know, though, is when it's good for you, it's good and you win. But when it's tough for you, can you find another way? Can you dig deep? No, you can't. Today, you didn't look like scoring. I don't give a damn what anyone says. That's the first time I saw an Arsenal team who didn't really look that threatening. That's worrying. Yes, Gyökeres only had a couple of minutes. But, bro, the majority of those players have been at Arsenal. They've been around the block. They know what it means to the Arsenal fans. Before the game, the players were chatting the most. Your manager was chatting the most. And even to bait the thing, Richarlison sent a nice little note saying, "Are you man ready?" Like, the players called you guys out and you didn't deliver. That's worrying, bro. When a brother steps to you and you're all that talk, and then he says, "Go and then punch me," and you don't punch, then you look like a pussy.
See, the Sports, I hear you, yeah, but again, it's a little bit self-contradictory, yeah, when you're actually looking at how poor Arsenal was today from an attacking standpoint, or all across the pitch today.